Hi, Marion, honey. What are you doing right now? I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty bored. Why don't you bring Victor over to play? Not like I have anything better to do. You haven't been coming back home recently, and Mom's been feeling sad. How about you fulfill your daughter-in-law duties for once?
I'm sorry, I'm still at work right now. I can't come. After I'm finished with work, I'm going to pick up Victor from school, and then we're going back home.
What are you on about? I can pick him up easy peasy. Just let me get my wallet and my keys and I'm good to go.
If someone who isn't the child's parent is coming to pick them up, they'll have to notify the school first. Otherwise, they won't let the child go with them.
Oh, come on, really? Oh, that's such a drag. I was doing him the honor of coming over to play.
Thank you so much. I'm sure he'd love to play with his Auntie Bailey sometime soon.
Enough about that. Isn't your older sister without a job, Marion?
What? No, she isn't jobless. She has a proper job.
But the job's only part-time, right? Oh, seems like she has too much time on her hands. Isn't she my age, actually?
Yes, I think she is. In case you're wondering, she's 38 years old.
And she's a certified recluse, I hear.
She was diagnosed with chronic depression, so yes, she was living at home for 2 years. But starting this year, she's able to go back outside. She started a part-time job that's going well.
This is so insane. It's actually funny. A pathetic, jobless recluse at this ripe age.
I'm telling you, Miss Bailey, she's not anything like you say.
It's not like she's married like I am. She's fallen behind in life, I must say. Oh, such a pity.
Could you please refrain from talking about my own sister that way?
You can't blame anyone for telling her so. It's the truth, after all.
Perhaps, but it's still hurtful and rude.
Well, I assume she must have a lot of free time, so I thought I would become her friend.
What? You want to befriend my sister?
Oh, it's such a pity she's a recluse. So I thought becoming her friend would open up new doors, you know? And also, my free time can be used up spending it with her. It's literally the best win-win in the world, isn't it?
Clarissa's busy with her own life right now, and it's not like she has no friends. On the contrary, she has many. I don't think she needs any more.
Clarice, that's her name, right?
Yes, it is.
I think I met her once at my wedding, but I don't remember what she's like at all. Maybe she's just like you, without much of a goddamn presence.
What are you trying to say? In any case, you need not worry about Clarice, but thank you very much for your concern.
Oh, I'm so damn bored these days, Marion.
Is that so? Why don't you find a job then?
There's no way I'm gonna do that. I got married because I wanted to become a housewife, unlike your sister Clarice, who can't ever get married.
What?
I really cannot understand you, Marion. Going off to work even after getting married and having children? Just tell me, you don't exactly trust your husband, my brother. Now do you?
I appreciate all the accusations, Miss Bailey. But lest we forget, you're currently living away from your own husband, right?
You couldn't be more wrong. Grayson's only been reassigned temporarily.
He stopped by just the other day, you know, to talk to us about something.
What?
You seem to be claiming that he'd been reassigned temporarily, but it seems to him that you've kicked him out of his own house. Your husband Grayson visited us to vent about how he wants a divorce, but you'll have none of that.
Wait, huh? This is news to me. We're only taking some time to work on ourselves. I plan to go back to our old life together with a little more time. We aren't living separately. He really has been reassigned. We're only living away from each other for a short time.
In his eyes, that's not how it seems, Miss Bailey.
It is what it is, damn it.
Do you really have no intention of changing the cause of this situation?
The cause?
I was told that you've been doing the housework since you married him 6 months ago and you've stopped doing that completely, haven't you? And I hear the reason's because you're hooked on some video game. Is that true?
That's not true at all. Even housewives need some time off from their busy schedules, you know.
How can you be so busy if you don't do any of the housework? You found a game online that you think is fun and you play it all day long without cleaning any of the rooms and whatnot. And what's worse, you use his credit card to buy branded pieces of fashion. Grayson's been fretting over the bills because it just amounts to more than he can handle, you see.
If I buy branded items and then sell them immediately, it can be converted into money to use for the game. It's not like I'm paying thousands of dollars in liquid cash for these things. Don't you think it's a good way to make money?
That's called resale, Miss Bailey, and I believe that's a crime.
But still, it works. Because of it, I'm now a master at build games. And no, I haven't told Grayson about this, but I'm doing that these days. The credit card's been terminated, and I can't pay money for games anymore. And things have become pretty droll. That's why I'm bored. Bring Victor over, please. His auntie wants to spend some time with him.
What the hell are you talking about?
What?
Don't you realize you're on the brink of being left on the curb? Or are you actually feigning ignorance?
What the hell do you mean?
You go about pointing fingers at Clarice about her situation, but I ask you, who is the real jobless recluse?
Ugh, I'm not caged up at home, you know.
And neither is Clarice. But in any case, it doesn't change the fact that you're at your house, wasting your days away doing nothing. Mrs. Attaway has been so stressed about how expensive the electricity bill's been, you know.
There's no way.
Getting comfortable in front of the heater at full blast, staring at the TV all day every day, watching programs and or playing video games? Of course the bills are going to skyrocket.
That'll only be while Grayson's reassigned, and I'm going to start doing the housework again when he comes back home.
I'm telling you, Bailey, it doesn't seem like a temporary reassignment to me, and I don't think he'll be coming back ever.
What? Did he say something like that?
Yes, he did. Looks like he set himself on a divorce.
Ugh, you can't be serious. You're just mad because I said some funny things about your sister, right? Tell me that's the case.
I'm not mad, Miss Bailey. I do, however, feel like you're a pitiful human being.
How dare you? I'm not pitiful in any way. And I resent you for comparing me to a lowly part-timer approaching 40.
Clarissa's becoming a full-time employee starting next month, you know, and I remind you, she's exactly your age. Here's the punchline. Looks like Destiny's gonna hand you a red card sometime soon.
No, it won't.
And also, you've been cheating on Grayson.
What? What do you mean by that?
No use hiding it since Grayson knows about it already. Seems like he hired a detective agency and everything. My husband's been apologizing to him so very deeply day in and day out. But it should be you who apologizes, right, Miss Bailey?
When did this happen?
The day before yesterday, I believe. Isn't Mrs. Attaway not at home right now?
Huh? Now that you mention it, she isn't. But what's that got to do with anything?
She's gone to negotiate with Grayson, apparently.
That can't mean that Mom knows about it too.
I'm afraid she does. At the very least, she'd known about the fact that it was never a temporary reassignment.
But that's impossible.
You even go about lying to your own parents. And then they find out. What a shame, what a shame.
I can't contact Grayson. How can that be?
You've been ignoring him up until now, haven't you? He's told you numerous times he wanted to talk, but because you ghosted him, he gave up on that idea and reached out to Mrs. Attaway instead.
How did he even find out about my affair and even went on to blab to you about it? This is unbelievable.
Your partner's someone you met through online gaming, right? I was so surprised that you'd go about meeting this guy in person, you know?
You even know about that?
You're so lucky that all he ever assumed was that you were living separate from her husband. I applaud you. A jobless hunk approaching 40, dumped by her husband, and could be abandoned by her parents, too. Wouldn't you pity a poor woman like that? My husband and I have no intention of helping you, of course. You brought this on yourself, so you go fix it yourself, okay? That day, Bailey's husband told everything to Bailey's mother and informed her that he'd already discussed the issue of compensation with a lawyer. In addition to the compensation, which would already amount to something quite substantial, he would demand a full refund of all the money Bailey had used behind his back to buy branded fashion items. Of course, Miss Bailey doesn't have any savings of her own whatsoever. Furthermore, it was found out that she was lending her online gaming friend money through online transactions, and the money they both spent on the games had amounted to something frankly disgusting. Bailey's mother wanted to help her daughter out, but her father couldn't forgive her for what she'd done, and he was so kind as to carry the burden of paying compensation. Under the condition that Bailey find a good, proper job, otherwise she wouldn't be welcome to live at the house at all. Bailey never had much work experience at all, and she started job hunting with a heavy heart. But even her application for a part-time convenience store clerk, exactly like the one she'd been ridiculing, wasn't accepted.
Did you really end up going to the hospital? What a drama queen.
Wait, are you serious right now?
Of course I am. She's my mother, you know. A fight between women isn't something I need to be super worried about.
You say that, but she cut my mouth and there's a lot of blood. You don't suddenly punch people like that. We only came to visit her, and yet this is what happened.
I told you, my mom is a bit possessive of me. She might say some foul things.
I would have much preferred words than her fists. Your mother punched me. That's not the actions of a person who is a bit possessive.
Yeah, that was pretty unexpected. Though, can you blame her? News like marriage would put someone like her in shock. I'm sure she was just testing to see if you're a woman who can handle that.
You cannot be serious right now. She wasn't testing me. She's just plain crazy. Yet, while I was getting beaten like crazy by your mother, I could hear your voice saying, "Here she goes again."
Listen here, Madison, you can't be calling another person's parents crazy. You're the crazy one. That woman raised me.
What? You're defending your mother right now? A normal person could easily tell that the one who struck a person would be in the wrong. Does your family not have that kind of common sense?
Cut it out. You're being extremely rude right now. I'm the man you're marrying. You have no right to be talking to your future husband like this.
Are you serious right now? I surely hope that you're not expecting to have the man in charge mindset once we get married.
Man in charge. I have no reason to be like that. A wife's job is to support her husband. That's normal. You're of course going to always be behind me, right?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you going on about? Where is this old-fashioned mindset coming from? This is the modern world where men and women are on equal footing. I didn't know people with that mindset still existed.
Doesn't matter what era we're in. The power dynamic of men and women hasn't changed. Are you saying that a woman has the strength to protect a man? Don't be ridiculous. Women are the ones that need to be protected, and in return, the women can comfort the men.
Protect? What are men protecting women from in this day and age? I have no intentions of quitting my job. You know that, right? We're both going to be working, so that means we're on equal footing.
What are you talking about? Of course we're both going to work. That's normal. There's no way I would pick a woman who thinks that she can provide for her man alone.
Hang on, what do you mean? The first portion of what you were saying makes sense, but you still expect the woman to have to care for the man along with all of that? I don't think I get what you're saying.
Of course I expect that. What, are you still out of it from those hits? A woman can't survive without being married, right? Love is like a life goal, isn't it? A man isn't like that, though.
What are you going on about? That isn't true.
Well, you say that, but you're already at a pretty old age now. You said that you dream of getting married and having a nice, happy family. I'm granting you that wish, aren't I?
So now you're showing your real personality.
Real personality? It's only just because we haven't had conversations like this before. Oh, speaking of conversations we never had,
I don't think I like where this is going.
it's not anything bad. It's just about how once we get married and start living together, Mom wants to live with us as well.
What? Did you enter your head as well? What are you talking about? Not anything bad. That lady punched me 5 consecutive times. What do you think would happen if we start living under the same roof?
Hey, watch your mouth. This is your future mother-in-law. I admit that today wasn't ideal, but that's just because she was a bit angry.
Anybody else would call that being psychotic. Any person who gets mad would try to rationalize and not let their anger take over to beat another person up.
What'd you say? This is exactly the exact reason why Mama doesn't even like you.
Wait, Mama? Did you just say Mama?
Force of habit. I always refer to her as Mama. But I am aware of how that seems outside, so I do try to avoid referring to her as that around others.
Oh, really? I'm starting to get used to these revelations.
Anyways, Mama was just unhappy that you were stealing me from her. So it's not a big deal. Once she calms down, she'll be a lot nicer. Just give her some time.
Calm down? Do you mean I'm going to have to deal with being her punching bag until she calms down? I'll pass.
Don't be like that. Here, I'll apologize for today. I'll also talk to Mama for you as well. So let's just brush all of this under the rug, okay?
You have no right to be saying that. Why are you acting all high and mighty in this situation? I feel no vibes of you wanting my forgiveness.
Well, duh. You're the one who should be asking for forgiveness. You get punched a few times and now you change your mind? You have to convince Mama to let us get married.
Huh? Is there anything in your head? I have no reason to ask for forgiveness. Goodbye.
You're such a pushover. Well, anyway, make sure to keep an ice pack on your head. I'll give you some time to cool off.
No thanks. I have nothing further to discuss with you. Thanks for everything. Goodbye. This is Trent's mother, Nancy. I hear that you're quite the pushover. Huh? Is there something you need? Contacting me all of a sudden. Did you ask for my contact info from Trent? My, you're quite the rude one, aren't you? You're the one who randomly decided to make your living room a boxing ring, and yet you have the nerve to talk to me about my manners? You're exactly the kind of person I thought you would be. A selfish, hard-headed, and ridiculously proud woman. Is that so? So then you don't need to be talking with me any longer if that's the case. We both don't get out of continuing this conversation. That! Exactly that! How dare you treat your superior like that? My superior? Where's the superior you talk about? Oh, you mean my elder. Well, that I could understand. You're treating your future-in-law like this isn't a good look. I can read other people's auras, that's how I knew. Your aura is pitch black. You aren't fit for my son. Oh my. There's so much I could say. Where should I start? Well, if my aura, that you can somehow see, is pitch black, then that means yours is whatever a black hole is. I have no time to deal with this stupid conversation. If you have something you need to say, hurry up and spill it. You don't want to live in the same house as me? That's right. Why would I want to live with a criminal? Criminal? Who are you talking about? Of course it's you. Who else would it be? Huh, what did I do? Calling someone a criminal. Why did Trent choose a girl like you? You suddenly punched me 5 times. I'm going to file a report on this. File a report? You're being overdramatic. I only punched you and you're making such a fuss over it. You still haven't apologized for it. The least you could do is say that you're sorry for punching me. Huh? Why do I need to apologize? You're the one who was trying to marry my son, which means that you're trying to steal him from me. I have never once said that I had any intentions of that. Anyways, rest assured, I'm not marrying your son anymore. Wait, really? Yes, really. Good for you. You can keep your son. Forever. I'm going to double check this with my son. But this means that you're leaving the house to him, right? In what world would that happen? That house is signed under my name and bought with my money, which means that everything there is mine. What? Then where are we going to live? How in the world should I know? You guys can just keep living in the apartment of yours. What'd you say? This is all too different from what I've heard. I'm going to check with my son. This is different from what I've heard as well, but do whatever you want.
Hey, pick up your phone. I heard from Mom. Just stop being so petty, canceling our engagement over something so minor.
I'm not the petty one in this conversation. Didn't I say goodbye to you? I'd figured that I had given the message that we were through.
What are you talking about? It's just a tiny spat between partners. Don't throw the entire relationship away for something like that. We're in the process of getting our marriage license.
I canceled that. I'm not spending my life with a criminal and her son.
I heard about the whole criminal thing as well. Mama just punched you, that's it. There's no reason for you to be calling her a criminal over something like that. So petty.
You guys are both messed up in the head.
You just got mad over the fact that Mama didn't approve of our marriage. Well, good news. She calmed down and gave her approval.
Why would I be happy over this? Who would marry someone like you? I already said this. I canceled the marriage license and am filing a report of your mother.
What? You're joking, right? I mean, we're trying to buy a house.
We're? I'm the one who is paying for it. I'm using my money to buy the house and said that I would allow you to live there with me. What are you doing acting like it's yours?
That's what we planned on though, right? Just because you fought with Mom doesn't mean that you need to be doing all this.
You just want to be spoiled since that's how you grew up. The moment we agreed on getting married, you decided to show off your borderline incestuous relationship with your mother and expect everything to be okay? You're just a bum.
A bum? I work though.
Yeah, we both work, but my wage is far more than yours. It's why I'm the one who always pays more than you do. You pretend to be a gentleman, paying for our meals at restaurants, and yet I'm always the one handing you the cash to pay before we go in.
A man wants to show off at those times. What's up with you? You haven't complained about these things before.
That's because I still thought that you were a decent person back then. The moment your mama comes into the picture, you start acting like a brat.
This is normal for any married couple.
If that's what helps you sleep at night, then sure, keep thinking about that. I'm gonna be submitting this file to the police now. Goodbye.
Hang on, we're family, right? Don't submit that report.
I don't want to be part of a family with you and your criminal mother in it.
But you said you wanted a family. You said you wanted to get married. If you end things now, nobody wants to be with you at your age.
I'd rather be alone than be a family with you. You're a bum. Just because you're a male doesn't mean that you're any less of a bum. If you love each other that much, then maybe you should live with your mother for the rest of your life. Oh, but if I submit this report, then you'd lose your mother as well. Madison did submit the report on Nancy, and she ended up getting charged with battery. With that and having to pay for Madison's medical bills, the two fell into despair. As for Madison, she became a writer and decided to make a novel loosely based on the events that happened. Her book caused major media attention. It's good for parents and their children to get along, but it's a problem when it gets to the point those two displayed.
Don't ever come again, you b****!
Wow, what were you thinking hitting me with an ashtray? I could have died.
It's self-defense! If an intruder comes into your house, isn't it common sense to defend yourself?
I rang the doorbell and came in from the front door. You call that an intruder? You're the one that invited me in.
What's with the attitude? Do you think you can talk back to me?
Damn, you're so grumpy. Are you enjoying your life?
Of course! I've been working hard, unlike you, since I was young, so I'm where I am today.
I just asked you a question. Why are you bringing me up? You're so weird. Like, are you okay?
I'm worried about you more because I'm afraid that I hit you too hard, that it made you even more stupid.
You just proved that you're a criminal, you know.
Then why don't you try and sue me? I have money, so there's no meaning though.
Aren't you embarrassed to say things like this?
Shut up! Don't ever contact us again! Just remember that you are rock bottom, okay?
You're a piece of shit. 30 minutes later.
Mary, are you okay? Does it still hurt? Can you drive?
Are you seriously going to ask if I can drive after what happened? What the hell is wrong with your dad?
Sorry, but he was like that since I was a kid. My mom was fed up with him, so they've been separated for a while. He has a lot of money and power, and also, my family are all bankers except for me, so it's hard to talk back.
You knew he was crazy!
I didn't expect him to punch you. I haven't met him for a while, and I thought he would be nicer now, but I guess not.
Okay, and?
And?
I was hit in the face with an ashtray. I could have died. Are you not going to say anything?
Oh, that really sucks.
You're not going to apologize?
Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. I didn't really expect him to do something like that.
Even if I lived a serious life, I would have still gotten the same treatment.
You can beat up my dad, because I'm tired of him too.
If you hate him, why don't you do something?
I'm not strong like you, Mary.
You want me to protect you or something? Are you serious? Can't believe I got engaged to you. My life sucks.
Everything is my fault, and I truly apologize.
Well, not everything. I was the one that said I wanted to meet your parents. I'm going to your house again to sort out things, so can you please go home by yourself?
What? Are you going to beat up my dad? Nice! Can I watch?
Nope. Go the f*** home.
How am I supposed to go home with no car? Can you at least drive me to the closest bus stop?
Shut the f*** up.
Sorry.
30 minutes later.
Why are you roaming around the house? I told you to leave!
I want to talk, so please open the door.
Of course not! Don't disturb me because I'm busy sanitizing the house!
Why do you hate me so much?
You are from a poor family, didn't graduate from college, and aren't working a decent job. And you look cheap in general. Joe is a failure to our family, but I didn't expect him to get engaged to someone like you!
I think we could get to know more about each other if we talk.
Are you kidding me? I know that you will choose violence!
Violence, huh? I don't think someone who hit a person with an ashtray should say that.
Are you saying that I'm rock bottom?
I didn't say a word about that. How can you act like you're smart when you're actually stupid?
You're the one that's stupid! You just want our money, right? If you don't decline marrying Joe, I will hit you with the ashtray again, okay?
Are you for real? I'm never gonna forgive you.
What are you going to do?
I already hired a lawyer and I'm going to sue you about this, so you should be ready. Oh, and I'm also going to file a police report.
You shouldn't do that, because it's going to be a waste of money and time. I'm actually being nice here.
Why would I not do it? My lawyer said that you're going to be charged with assault for causing bodily harm.
What do you mean you're a lawyer?
He's a lawyer hired by the company that I own.
What? Company? You're a CEO?
Yeah. I run an online shopping site. I think you've seen my commercials on TV. I left my business card in your mailbox.
Wait, it's a pretty big company. You're the CEO?
Yep. We do business with your bank as well.
Why didn't you tell me this earlier? Didn't you say you were an office worker?
Well, I'm on the computer all day, so...
What should I do? I didn't know about this. Oh, I'll actually approve the marriage. So can you take down the police report?
Nothing will change even if you try to negotiate something.
What should I do? Seriously?
Nothing. Just accept the fact that you're going to get sued.
Please, I'll give you money. How much do you want?
This is not a problem that can be solved with money. I took screenshots of the conversation, so I'm planning on showing this to the public.
Wait, no!
I don't think that anyone would want to use a bank with a worker like you. I'm going to cease all transactions and move our savings. No matter how hard you try, I will not change my mind.
Don't act all that!
I could say the exact same thing right back at you. Oh, I also need to add defamation. A minute later.
Hey, Joe! Can you do something about Mary? She's trying to sue me! I don't think that she's going to change her mind, even if I talk to her. Are you thinking that this is not your problem? Our family is in big trouble! You are involved also because you are part of the family! You said I was a failure to the family this whole time, but then you decide to say I'm part of the family when you're in trouble? To be honest, I was really irritated by you, so I will not help you. Are you serious? Yeah. And also, I'm not a banker, so it doesn't matter if you get sued and get fired from the bank. We are a family! Are you being serious now? Don't talk about being a family when you hit your son's fiancé in the face with an ashtray. This is why Mom was fed up with you. Please, help me! Deal with this by yourself, please. I will not help you. So good luck with everything. Wait!
A few days later. I saw the news, Mr. Archer. I'm so happy that the media made this headline on the news. How was your job? Did everyone give you the cold shoulder?
My life is ruined because of you! Don't even send me a chat, because I need to go to court soon!
I heard that you were charged with other crimes, so your life must really suck right now.
It does! My wife sent me divorce papers. The bank fired me and charged me for damage that I created, so I had to sell the house.
Do you want me to feel bad for you or something? Sorry, but I don't feel sorry for you at all. I will charge you a good amount, so you must have no hope, but all this is your fault.
Stop acting like you won!
Well, I did! And I also have more money than you wish you had.
Someday I'll get my revenge, so I will not give up!
That's up to you, but you can't do anything because I still have all the evidence. So if you find a new place to work, I'll just upload all of it to that website. You will get backlash for the rest of your life, but you deserve this for what you've done to me. Oh, looks like some of your family members got fired too. Oh, that's too bad.
Are you having fun ruining someone and their family's life?
Yeah. Also, what's with the attitude? Do you think you can talk back to me? After the incident, I went to court against Mr. Archer, and of course I won. He was charged with other crimes and went from rich to poor and ended up being in debt. I was not surprised because he's the kind of person to hit someone with an ashtray. He has no money and no house now, and everyone is giving him the cold shoulder. He is now facing backlash and is known as a crackhead old fart. On the other hand, since Joe didn't help me and probably won't from now on, I've decided to keep my distance from him for a while.
Hey, Laura, are you there? I just wanted to remind you that we are going to get married tomorrow. You do know that, don't you? So anyways, I just wanted to take this opportunity to say that since you and I are about to be marrying each other, I really think that you should give me just a bit more money every single month. I mean, I know that you're already giving me a bit of money for the time being, but it's never enough. I always end up spending it all, and so I need more.
But Dale, I think that I'm already giving you a lot of money at this point, aren't I? I mean, just why is it that you need so much money from me anyways? If you really are needing a bit more cash, then why don't you go start working a part-time job or something like that? After all, it isn't like you don't have enough time to work. I know your schedule, and you could certainly manage it, I'd assume.
Excuse me? You're telling me that I should go out and find a job? Are you kidding me? I'll have you know that I already work hard right now, thank you very much.
Dale, please, you and I both know that when you tell me that you're going to work, all that really means is that you're going to the casino. I just wish that you could find a normal job with a consistent salary. I think you would enjoy that a lot more than winning and losing all day on cards.
You have no idea how it is to do what I do. Well, excuse me if I don't earn enough money for playing cards to make you happy, Laura. But it's not like I'm not doing other work around the house. Aren't I taking care of basically everything around here? I do all the cleaning, I do all the vacuuming, I cook all the food. You basically have a house husband, and yet you don't seem grateful for all that work.
That's not true. I really am grateful for all that you do, and I really appreciate all that you do around the house for us.
Well, if you were really appreciative of what I do for us around here, then maybe you should start to pay me for all the work that I do. Either way, I need more money, and I need it now.
Dale, I really respect where you're coming from, and I can understand wanting to get paid for the work that you're doing. But let's not forget that I am the one paying for so much of what we already have. I mean, take food, for example. Not only do I buy all the groceries that you use to cook, but you don't even cook every day. In fact, I would say that most nights we end up ordering out instead, and that I always end up paying for it. As for the cleaning, well, I think that we can both say you don't always do the best job, and, well, you could be a little more careful the next time you clean.
I really can't believe that you're complaining to me about these things right now. I mean, you really don't know how lucky you have it. Do you have any idea just how grateful you should be that someone like me is with you? A person in a wheelchair? You have no idea how difficult that makes things for me. So I really don't understand where you get off trying to ask me to do even more for you than I'm already doing.
But it's not like I'm asking you to do anything for free. After all, I'm literally paying you $1,000 a month for all that you do for me. But all you do is spend that money on booze and gambling, and then you come back to me and say I don't give you enough. Not only that, but when you are home, all you do is eat snacks and watch TV. Don't you think there's more to life that you could be doing?
You have no idea what you're talking about, and I am not going to let you try and tell me how to live. Do you understand me? Besides, are you always at home to be watching what it is that I do? You can't say for sure that all I do is eat and watch TV. Do you even like me, Laura?
Of course I like you, Dale, but I know that you could be doing more than this, and I just want what's best for you.
You're telling me that I should learn to stand on my own two legs while you're stuck in a chair? Give me a break. You do realize that even when we go out, I'm still always watching out for you, don't you? You have no idea what it's like to be dating someone in a wheelchair when you're the normal person. You don't know what it is that I have to go through.
Dale, I'm not trying to say that this has been easy on you, okay?
Well, then why are you always acting this way towards me? Why are you being so selfish? Don't you get that you have a normal person like me helping out someone like you? I think I've already gone above and beyond what anyone else would expect of me. I wouldn't have any of these problems if I was dating another normal person.
Dale, why are you talking like this? Are you telling me that you regret getting engaged to me? Why wait until now to tell me about all of this? I'm sorry, Dale, but I think I'm going to need some time to think.
Wait, no, that's not what I was saying at all. I wasn't saying that I don't want to marry you. I just want you to think about how I feel a little more.
Tell me, Dale, just what kinds of people have you dated before me? Have they all been normal people, as you like to call them?
No, that isn't true. There was one girl I was dating and she was deaf, so what do you think of that?
Oh, really? You were dating a deaf girl? Didn't know that. And just what was the reason for your breaking up?
You think I remember why I broke up with some ex from so long ago? Come on. Why are you even bringing up old relationships of mine? Look, I think that we're getting away from the whole point of why I started this conversation from you. I need more money from you. Do you understand?
You know, I've been pretending not to notice this whole time, but you've already been getting extra money from me. The money that I forget on my desk when I go out, the money that I actually put in my desk. I know that you've taken that money and pocketed it for yourself. In fact, I'm pretty sure that you've even started taking money right from my wallet as well.
Oh, I see. So you finally noticed what I've been doing this whole time, is that right? Well, I hope that you understand that you're at fault for that. When I need money and you don't give it to me, what am I supposed to do? Besides, it's not my fault if you're always dropping money everywhere and forgetting all about it. Would you rather the money just got lost and never used?
Except that I don't drop money everywhere like you're saying, Dale. I put money down to be used for later. And I'll have you know that I really don't appreciate you snooping through my things looking for spare cash to take for yourself.
Okay. I guess I can try and stop doing that from here on out. But after all, it's not like you don't have savings of your own, right?
Savings? And just why do you want to know about how much money I have saved away?
Well, I mean, we're about to get married, aren't we? I think it's only natural that I want to make sure that my wife has some money put away. So I was just checking to make sure that you did. By the way, would you mind telling me where you stashed it all? After all, if I'm going to be living off of you, I should know where to go for my money.
So you finally just come out and say it. Your whole plan is just to live off of me and my savings? Don't tell me that you were doubting me about how much money I might have.
No, of course not. I really was just checking to make sure that you did have more money. After all, when you and I are married, your money is also going to be my money. Isn't that right? So I just figured that we should have the money talk now, and you could tell me how to access your savings. Wouldn't you agree with me?
I understand what you're saying, but the thing is that we're not married yet. And even when we do get married, my own savings would still be my money.
Oh, come on, Laura. You're not actually going to be all cheap like that, are you? I really don't know if we can get married if you're going to act this way. I just want to make sure that you have the money that I assume that you do. Can't you just show me that you have it?
Okay, fine. If you really want to know how much money I have in my savings account, it's sitting at about $800,000.
I see. And this is all in a safe or something? If it's in a safe, can you tell me the combination? Or is this all in a bank account? If so, where's the card for it? And what's the PIN number?
And if you want to go to the bank to access it, you can use the code. And if you take my card, the PIN for it is...
Amazing. I feel so much better now that we've been able to talk about all this. Thanks for understanding, Laura.
I knew that he was up to no good. I just knew that I couldn't trust him one bit. And it's just like I feared. Today he was asking about how much money I have. And since we're getting married tomorrow, I bet he was just waiting this whole time to ask me about that. Oh no, it really is just like you were worrying about, isn't it? Are you okay? I mean, I would have been feeling depressed after that. If you need anyone, just know that I'm here for you, okay? I don't know what I would do if I found out that my fiancé was this kind of person. Oh, Audrey, thank you so much for worrying about me, but I really do think that I'm going to be okay. But it really does mean so much that you want to be there for me. I'll be honest, though. I've thought that this was the case for a while, and I guess I've prepared myself for it. Anyways, it's been a long time since I ever really felt like Dale might be the one for me. Wow, you really seem to have much better perspective on this than I might be able to. But if you think that you're going to be okay, then that's all that really matters to me. After all, I know that when you're ready to cut a man out of your life, that you get all business about it. You act as if you've suddenly found a strange bug on your shirt and flick it off. Well, I just didn't think that I would have to be doing something like that with Dale, of all people. But then again, I guess I've never really had all that much luck with guys anyway. Sure, maybe you've dated some not great people in the past, but it sounds to me like Dale really takes the cake for being a total jerk. I don't really think that you could ever do worse than him. But I guess Dale also hasn't realized that he would need to do more work to hold on to you, isn't that right? I really don't know about that, but either way now, I'll have to think about what I want to do about this. Well, what I don't understand is why Dale would try and act like this when he's already admitted that he's just going to live off of your money anyway. I mean, he literally said that to you, right? Doesn't he realize that's like leaving a big smoking gun for you to use how you want? Yeah, I think there are a few ways that I could go about handling this, but the thing is that even though Dale has said that, he still hasn't taken action to really make his motives known. I'm just waiting for him to slip up in a big way before I finally make my move against him. Well, I guess it's a good thing that you're being so meticulous about that. That's actually what I really admire about you. Once you set your mind on something, it's tough to get you off of it until it's dealt with. You like that about me? I feel like I know quite a few people who dislike me for that exact reason. But I'm glad that I have a friend like you to talk to about these sorts of things. Whatever happens, though, be ready for a show tomorrow.
Oh, wow. I was hoping that you were going to give me just a little bit more money, but this is way more than even I was expecting to get from you. Guess it really does pay off to be dating such a stupid girl in a wheelchair. Anyways, thanks for the money. Have a nice life, you loser.
Wait, what? Dale, I don't understand. What do you mean by that? Where are you right now? You know that we're engaged to be married, don't you?
You mean you still think that you and I are going to be getting married? Don't you get it? I tricked you. Of course we're not getting married. The whole reason I was putting up this act this whole time was also that I could get you to tell me how to access your money.
Wait, so then you're telling me that you don't want to get married to me at all?
Of course I don't want to get married to an ugly little cripple like you. I was only using you to get into that safe that you gave me the combination for.
You mean that you went to my safe and you're going to open it?
That's right. I'm actually just about to open the door and see all of your money that's waiting for me to take it. Oh, man, this was so easy.
Yeah, well, you have my condolences. I wish you the best, though.
Condolences? What in the world are you talking about? If anything, I should be saying that to you. Don't you realize I'm about to rob you blind?
How about you finish opening the safe and then finish all your gloating, okay?
Wait, what? What the heck is going on here? Is this supposed to be some kind of joke or something? The only thing in the safe are some rotting vegetables.
Yep, that sounds about right. I made sure to pack the safe full of vegetables, and I suppose they would have started to rot by now. But tell me, did you like the little surprise that I left in there for you now that you've seen it?
Surprise? You mean to tell me that you knew that in this safe there would only be smelly old vegetables? What's the matter with you? Where's my money?
Oh, you mean my money? Because I don't think that you have money, considering the fact that you don't even work. So I don't really know why you thought you were so entitled to my money when you hardly do anything to earn that either.
Shut up! I'm not in the mood for these little games of yours. You just tell me where you put your money right this instant.
Oh, actually, the debit card for that account may still be in there in the safe if you just dig around with your hands for a little bit. Although I'm pretty sure it's buried quite deep down there, so you'll have to do quite a bit of digging.
I can't believe that you're actually making me do this. This is just disgusting. What kind of sick person are you? I can't find it. I thought you said that it was in here. Where's the card? I can't find it anywhere amongst all these vegetables.
Oops, well, I guess I lied to you. Of course I wouldn't leave my bank card in with all of those rotten vegetables. That would be just disgusting. But did you actually think that I left the card in there for you? Were you about elbow deep into the rotting spinach before you realized there was nothing in there? Oh man, I wish that I could have been there to see that. That sounds absolutely hysterical.
You lied to me about that card? I can't believe you. You really have a screw loose if you think it's okay to be treating people like this.
Do you really think that you're in any position to be saying that to me? You just said that you started a fake relationship and even got engaged to me, all so that you could try and steal my money. So how about I ask you just what you think you're doing? Because this is a pretty bad way to start a marriage, you know?
This isn't a joke, Laura. Did you really actually think that I was going to marry a crippled little loser like you? I won't let you get away with this.
You really are just such a piece of trash. Do you even realize that, Dale? And as for not getting away with this, trust me, the feeling is more than mutual. Although I must say that I don't think I've ever been through something quite like this.
You've ruined everything. You've made all the time that we spent together mean nothing now. I'm just so disappointed in you. But the games are over, so give me all your money now.
Do you really think that I'm just going to follow through with that because you told me to? You really need to wake up if you think that this is how the world works. I mean, you lied to me and you think that I'm still going to give you money after this?
You have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, you haven't stopped to consider how I feel about all of this. Here I was thinking that I was going to get a ton of money, and now I've got nothing.
Yeah, well, that really means nothing to me at all, and you're nothing but a con man.
Oh, come on. So what if I lied to you? Didn't it feel good to be with me before you figured out the truth? Isn't that worth anything? How'd you even figure out that I was doing all of this to begin with, huh?
I mean, it really wasn't all that hard to pin down at all. You do realize that in my work as hiring manager, I have to be vigilant for all kinds of liars, right? Not only that, but you all but practically told me of what your plans were. But I guess you thought you'd have more time to get away with them. But you literally told me that you were planning to live off of all my money. And you know that the funny thing is, I would have let you if you didn't go and do this. But now that you've gone and ruined all that we had together, you're not going to get a single cent from me.
I don't get how you could do this to me. It doesn't make any sense. I never, ever want to see you again after this.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I've already called the police, and they should be on their way.
Wait, you mean you actually called the cops on me over this? Hold on a second. Why can I hear sirens coming down the street right now?
Oh, wow. They even put on the sirens for you. That's gotta make you feel kind of special, right? But then again, I guess you are in the middle of a failed robbery attempt right now, aren't you? But the police know exactly where to go to pick you up, so I wouldn't try to run. You'd only get in more trouble.
What's going on? How could you do this to me? I mean, you stabbed me in the back. You betrayed me.
I mean, you were already doing the same thing to me, and besides, it's not like you're not trying to rob me. You literally waited for a time that we would be apart to try and get into my safe and take the money out of it. You even admitted to as much in the very first messages that you sent me today.
But I didn't think that you'd go and run to the police about this. You weren't supposed to do that.
Why wouldn't I go to the police if someone were trying to rob me? You're doing something bad, so I call the cops. It's pretty simple, really. I imagine that if you were hearing the sirens a few minutes ago, though, they've probably got you surrounded by now.
So then, you mean, you really think that I might get arrested for this?
I mean, if the cops are there and they're surrounding you, I doubt it's because they want to throw you a surprise party.
This isn't funny. I have to get out of here. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to escape from this? You've got to help me, Laura. Haven't I been a good boyfriend to you?
You hardly ever did any work around the house despite always complaining about the hard work that you do. Your whole plan for our relationship was that you would just leech off my money while you wasted it all on alcohol and gambling. And even when I was paying you a little bit of money every single month, you were so ungrateful and said I wasn't giving you enough. So no, I wouldn't say that you were a big boyfriend even in the slightest.
But, I mean, I was dating you and you're in a wheelchair. Doesn't that count for anything at all? You have no idea what I've sacrificed not dating someone normal.
And that's another thing. You keep calling able-bodied people normal and act like you're some kind of saint for dating a woman in a wheelchair. It's obvious that the whole reason you targeted me for this scam of yours was because you thought that you'd be able to manipulate me.
Okay, fine, so what? Yeah, I thought you were going to be an easy mark because you're in a wheelchair. Man, I wish I could have stolen your money. It's not like you would have been able to chase after me.
I don't get why you don't just step outside the building and turn yourself in. You realize that you're only making things worse for yourself, don't you?
I don't care what you think. What do I possibly have to lose now? Besides, I haven't even really done anything when you think about it. All I did was open up a safe that you gave me the combination to, and all I found there was vegetables.
Yes, you're right. I suppose the most you could be charged for this is attempted robbery. But what about the deaf girl you were dating? I know all about what you did to her.
Wait, hold on a second. How did you find out about her?
Actually, a friend of mine who I told about our situation introduced me to your ex since she had a similar story. We talked and we realized we had both dated the same person and that you were never punished for what you did to her. So while I may not be able to get these charges to stick, I am sure that mine aren't the only ones that you'll be facing. Anyways, I'm sure the police are going to burst in there any minute, so enjoy jail.
Wait, but then... Serious? Oh, crap. It's really, really bad. Things weren't supposed to happen this way!
After that, Dale tried to leap out the window to escape, but he was on the first floor and the building was already surrounded, so he only got in more trouble and was immediately captured. My friend Audrey took Dale's last victim, who she had introduced to me, down to the precinct to identify Dale as the man who had scammed her. Apparently, it was a very similar story where the two of them were about to get married. Then, on the day before their wedding, Dale disappeared with all of the poor woman's money. Thankfully, Dale wasn't able to get that far with me. Now he's awaiting trial for what he did to the two of us, and I am sure that he is going to get his just desserts soon enough. As for me, although I was in a bit of a shock from my experience and what Dale tried to do, I was just glad that we were able to stop him before he had a chance to escape. I know that it's going to take me a little bit of time to sort out my feelings about all of this, but I'm sure that I'll be fine in due time. And as long as I see Dale punished for the way that he tried to take advantage of differently abled women, then I think I will be able to rest easy knowing that he's been taken off the streets. Getting that kind of justice will certainly help me heal from this.
Hey, Kelsey. Can I ask you something a bit strange?
Strange? What do you mean by that?
I heard you're planning to join us on our overseas trip. Is that true? You're really going to interrupt our precious family time? How inconsiderate of you. How can you even think of doing something like that?
Huh? I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Are you referring to the trip to Mexico?
Yes, of course, I'm talking about that. I've been looking forward to it so much, and then you just have to come along. I can't believe it. I never thought you'd be so bold as to invite yourself.
Bold? What do you mean by that? We've been preparing for a family trip together, haven't we? Dave even reached out to me about it.
It doesn't matter what my husband thinks. He's just a nice guy who talks to everyone. But honestly, don't you think you should have a little consideration this time? You're not exactly family, you know. Why on earth would you think it's okay to crash a family trip?
Jill, with all due respect, I am Mike's wife. Even if you don't particularly like me, that doesn't change the fact that Mike and I are family now.
Mike is my family.
I understand that. So that means we are related now, doesn't it? Plus, the tickets are already booked. We'll be staying in separate rooms and we'll likely be doing our own things for a lot of the trip. What exactly is the problem here?
The problem is that you, as an outsider, are being so presumptuous as to join in on our family trip. Who do you think you are? I really don't want you interrupting our family time together.
But are you even listening to me? I get it. You don't want to be around me. But Dave planned this family trip for all of us, and I'm genuinely excited to be included. During the trip, I promised to keep my distance and not be a nuisance. Isn't that a fair compromise?
That's not the issue. If Mike has to worry about you and accommodate you, then he won't be able to enjoy our family vacation. How can you not see that? You're totally failing at being a good wife. You're such a clueless spouse.
Did you really just say that? What exactly did I do to deserve that kind of talk? If you're going to speak to me like that, I'll just talk to Mike about it. I'll see if it's better if I don't come along. But since the reservations are already made, canceling now would really inconvenience Dave, don't you think?
There you go again, trying to make Mike worry or feel guilty about you. That's exactly why I'm saying you're a terrible wife. You're just a useless wife. Even if you pretend to be a part of the family, it won't work. It's pointless. To me, you will always be an outsider.
Fine. Let me think about it for a bit. Isn't your mom a bit concerned about me joining the family trip? If that's the case, it might be better for me to sit this one out and not be a bother.
Huh? Why do you say that all of a sudden? Did your mom say something to you? You really don't need to worry about it. That's just how she is. You're part of my family now, and Dad invited you for that very reason. He's looking forward to this trip. After all, it's finally time for me and my brother Seth to get married. Our whole family will be going on this trip together, and he's super excited. It's one of the few joys he has left as he's nearing retirement, you know?
That's true. So, does that mean Seth's wife is coming along too?
Actually, no. Sophie has some stuff to take care of at her parents' place, so she won't be able to join us this time. It's kind of a shame, really. I remember the last time things were similar. It must be tough for Seth. I'm sure he would have enjoyed the trip even more if Sophie could be there with him.
Oh, is that so?
What do you mean by, is that so?
No, it's nothing. I was just thinking, am I really allowed to come along?
How many times are you going to ask that? Of course you are! Honestly, I wouldn't leave you behind. If you're not going, then I'm not going either. A family trip wouldn't feel complete without my wife there, right?
I appreciate you saying that.
But seriously, Dad is really looking forward to this trip. We rarely get a chance to travel together as a family, and he's been looking forward to it for quite some time. You've already made your passport, right? So what's the issue?
Actually, I haven't submitted mine yet.
Wait, what? You haven't? I thought Dad collected everyone's passport numbers to make the booking. I assumed he needed it for everyone's reservation.
I just made mine for the first time this time, so I didn't have time to submit it. I ended up just emailing him my number later.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I completely forgot about that. Dad worked hard to prepare everything, so let's make the most of it and have fun.
Yeah. Your mom probably doesn't mind all that much, does she? I mean, she does say things from time to time, but I'll try not to let it get to me. I'll make an effort to stay focused. Sorry for interrupting you at work. I'll talk to you later.
No problem. It's good to talk to you about these things. Just remember, this trip is important for all of us, especially for Dad. He wants to create some beautiful memories with the family, and having you there will make it even better. It's a special time for everyone, and it means a lot to him that we can all be together.
You're right. I'll try to keep a positive attitude about it. I know it's important for Dad, and I want to support that. It's just sometimes hard to shake off those feelings of being an outsider, you know?
I get that, but you're not an outsider anymore. You're my wife, and that means you're part of this family. Just like how I consider you my family, Dad does too. So please don't think of yourself that way during the trip. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to bond and enjoy each other's company.
That makes me feel a little better. Thank you. I really do want to enjoy the trip with everyone. I guess I just need to remind myself that I belong there.
Absolutely. Just think of all the fun we'll have. We'll make some amazing memories together. You'll get to see Dad's excitement firsthand when we're on the trip. It'll be an unforgettable experience for all of us.
I'm looking forward to it now. I'll do my best to contribute positively and make it a memorable family vacation. Thanks for reassuring me.
Of course. I'm glad we talked about this. Now let's focus on getting everything sorted out for the trip. It's going to be a great adventure for all of us, and I can't wait to share those moments with you.
Yeah, me too. Let's make this family trip one to remember.
Definitely. I'll talk to you later, okay? We'll work out the details when you get a chance. Enjoy your work.
Thanks, you too. Talk to you soon.
Kelsey, you're still planning to join the trip, right?
Huh? Yes, that's the plan. I mean, it's tomorrow, right? If you're asking me now, my plans have not changed. I already made all the arrangements. Jill, can't you just let us get along while we're on this trip? I don't have any hostility toward you or anything. In fact, I think we can find a way to coexist peacefully during the trip.
Well, you can cover your own cancellation fees. Just so you know, your cancellation is already a done deal. Your spot is no longer reserved.
What do you mean by that? What are you talking about? I'm still going, aren't I?
Well, I think you're better suited to stay home. Honestly, since you can't join anyway, just give up on it. I'll make you regret challenging me. You really have no idea what you've gotten yourself into. And from now on, could you please stay out of our family matters? I mean, don't involve Mike anymore. This isn't about you anymore. It's about what's best for my family.
I don't understand what you're saying. I'm Mike's wife, so it's not really possible for me to stay out of it, is it? That doesn't make sense. You can't just erase me from the equation.
How audacious of you to try to join a family trip as a wife. It's almost laughable. You're acting like you have some kind of right to be involved. I burned your passport, so just stay home. It's for your own good.
I still have my passport, you know. Are you serious right now?
Huh? What do you mean you still have it?
What do you mean you burned my passport? I have it at home. It's packed in my luggage for tomorrow's trip. I'm ready to go. You don't need to lie about burning it. Why would you even think that? That's just insane.
What? Are you serious? I definitely burned your passport. Our family doesn't use such a cute passport holder. It must be yours since it's neither mine nor Mike's. Are you trying to get under my skin? It's not working.
Wait a second. Are you saying you really burned someone's passport? Are you for real? You need to take this seriously.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Kelsey, I burned your passport. That means you can't disrupt the family trip anymore. You're not going to be able to ruin this for us. I won't let you.
No, I have my passport right here. I'm not lying. I never handed it to anyone, so are you saying you stole it from my house? How could you even think to do that?
Huh? Then whose passport did I burn? Was it not yours? I really thought it was yours. You know how frustrating this is. I thought I was doing everyone a favor.
I'm saying it wasn't mine. Stop being so persistent. I don't know whose passport you burned, but was that a really good idea? Are you serious right now? Also, wait a second. Was that cute passport holder the polka dotted one? You need to think this through.
Huh? Yes, that's right. So it really was yours.
You can't just go around burning things without knowing what they are. That's just reckless. That was a present that Seth's wife bought for me. You can't just destroy gifts like that. It's disrespectful.
Huh? I'm not saying I did it on purpose. I never knew it was a gift for him.
It was supposed to replace Sophie's, but she couldn't join the trip. You're making this a lot worse than it needs to be.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? This is absurd.
The passport you burned? It must not have been Dave's, right? That can't be.
Huh? Wait, no. That can't be. I have Mike's and Seth's passports. And mine too. So that just means it must be Dave's. It can't be anyone else's.
If you think about it, it makes sense. You really messed up big time, huh? You're digging your own grave here. Tomorrow is a trip to Mexico, right? Mistaking Dave's passport for mine and burning it is just ridiculous. I can't believe you did that. I mean, burning someone's passport doesn't make any sense in the first place. Are you okay with what you did? No, it's definitely not okay.
You're kidding. That was my husband's? Why didn't you tell me sooner? This is bad. Is there any way we can still go on the trip despite this? We can't let it end here. We have to find a way.
What are you talking about? You can't go abroad without a passport. Of course you can't go. What have you done? Do you know how much Dave was looking forward to this trip? Do you have any idea? You've ruined everything.
I know that. He was really looking forward to it. That's why I'm saying to find a way. We can't just let this be the end. We have to salvage this somehow.
Huh? Find a way? What do you mean? How exactly do you think we can fix this? Do you have some sort of magical solution?
This happened because of you. You have to do something about it. It's impossible for my husband not to go on this trip, so you just need to take my place instead. Just figure it out. Do whatever you have to. This is your mess now.
Seriously, stop it. Just quit it already. You're acting like this is all my fault. You need to take some responsibility here.
Huh? What are you talking about? Did you just lash out? Please tell me that isn't directed at me.
There's no one else here, is there? Since we're messaging each other, you're the one who tried to exclude me by burning my passport, and it turns out it was Dave's. That's not my fault. And I didn't tell you to burn it either, so why are you putting the blame on me? That doesn't make sense. You're being so unfair.
Because it's your fault that this happened. You set this whole thing in motion. You've been nothing but trouble.
I didn't do anything. All of this is your decision and your actions, right? You're blaming the wrong person. Maybe you should blame yourself. This is just ridiculous.
What's with that attitude? Who do you think you are acting all high and mighty when you're not even family? You have no right to speak to me like that.
You say we're not family, but you're the one who put your family into a crisis by preventing your husband from going on a trip that he was so excited about. You can't just pretend like this isn't your fault.
What did you just say? I won't forgive you for that, you foolish wife.
You've been calling me foolish for a while now, but don't you think you're the foolish one? You're the one who made this mess.
Huh? What did you just say? You think I'm foolish? That's impossible. How can you say that? You have no right.
You keep criticizing my tone, but don't you think it's absurd when you think about your own actions? You're trying to prevent me from going on the trip, and you burned a passport, and you didn't realize it was Dave's? Every single action of yours just represents foolishness. You need to see how ridiculous this is.
Even if you say that, what am I supposed to do? I didn't ask for this.
I don't know. You can do whatever you want, I suppose, but I don't think you have many choices left. You'll just have to tell Dave the truth, and there's nothing more I can do about it. However, with what you've done, I won't be going on the trip with you. So I think we should just cancel everything. We're done here.
Huh? Cancel the trip? My husband has been looking forward to this for so long. He's been preparing for it. You're just going to throw that away? That's not fair.
You should consider who ruined that first. Take a moment to reflect on that. You need to own up to what you've done. This is on you.
No, wait. Are we really canceling? Can we rebook? Can't we do something?
I don't know how long it takes to reissue a passport. You should discuss that with your husband. It's not my responsibility to fix this for you.
What about Mike? Are you saying I should go on the trip with Mike and Seth? What about my husband? What am I supposed to tell him?
You're being so persistent. Nobody's going anywhere with you. Don't you get it? You ruined this for everyone.
Huh? No one's going? Why not? This is crazy.
At least, Mike isn't going. Mike said he wouldn't go if I didn't go, and if Dave isn't going, then Seth won't go either, right? You've taken away all the excitement.
Wait a second. So there's no trip? We prepared so much for this. I was looking forward to it too. How am I supposed to tell everyone that there's no trip now? It's all falling apart.
You should first tell your husband properly, I think. He was the one who looked forward to the most. Plus, you burned his passport. You took away his enjoyment. Don't you think you should discuss it with him first? You need to have a real conversation.
Can we say it's your fault instead? Can we place the blame somewhere else?
Huh? Are you really trying to shift the blame onto me? That's not how this works.
I wasn't trying to burn my husband's passport. I just accidentally burned the wrong one. That's not my fault, right? You can't hold me responsible for that.
What are you saying? In this situation, how do you think you can blame me? Jill, it's time for you to wake up. But there is one good piece of news.
Huh? What good news?
Jill, you wanted to cut ties with me, right? Well, guess what? I've decided to cut ties with you too. I can't deal with you anymore, so I told Mike. This is too much for me.
Cut ties? Are you saying you're going to divorce Mike? You can't be serious.
What? Of course not. We're doing fine. The problem is you. You're the issue here.
Huh? Then how can you say you want to cut ties? As long as you're connected to Mike, you can't cut ties, can you? That's exactly why things are like this. You're making a mistake.
Mike also said he never wants to see you again. He's done with this.
Huh? He said that? Are you sure? Are you telling the truth?
I just told him about this. He's probably already contacted Dave. This is serious business.
Wait a second, what do you mean he contacted Dave? What's going on?
You've had your fun making me miserable, but now it's over. I'm glad to cut ties, so goodbye. Don't think you can manipulate me anymore. This is where it ends.
Kelsey, I've been trying to call you since yesterday and you haven't picked up. What's going on?
I've been busy, and honestly, I don't have the time to answer every phone call from someone who isn't family.
Someone who isn't family? That's a bit harsh, don't you think? Dave was really upset with me and kicked me out of the house. Can I come over? Seth's place is too far away, and Mike is saying ridiculous things about cutting ties and won't even answer my calls.
I don't think it's ridiculous at all. Like I told you yesterday, Dave is in a tough spot. I feel for him, but we're leaving for our trip today, so I can't help you. Even if we weren't going on a trip, I still wouldn't be able to meet up.
Wait, what? A trip? Are you telling me you guys are going on our family trip without me?
Well, we had already booked the trip and we're covering our own expenses. We'll be going as a couple, just the two of us. And it seems that Dave has canceled your ticket as well, so we'll just be enjoying ourselves. Just so you know, it's best for you to not contact me anymore. Take some time to really think about what you've done and reflect on it. Enjoy your lonely life.
What do you mean by that? You think you can just exclude me from the family like this? I have feelings too, you know. I was looking forward to this trip just as much as anyone else.
I get that you're upset, but the choices you've made have led to this situation. It's not my fault. You should have thought things through before acting so selfishly.
Selfish? This is about family. You can't just dismiss me like I don't matter. I'm still Mike's wife, and that should mean something to you.
You keep mentioning family, but it feels like you're the only one trying to push yourself into a situation that clearly doesn't include you anymore. You need to accept that things have changed, and this is how it's going to be now.
Changed? What are you talking about? Just because you've decided to make it difficult doesn't mean I'm going to just back down.
You can hold on to that feeling, but it won't change anything. Your stubbornness is not going to bring you back into our lives.
This is insane. You can't just cut ties and expect everything to be okay. I don't understand how you can be so cold-hearted.
Cold-hearted? I'm trying to protect my family, and you're the one who's made this impossible. You're the one who needs to reevaluate your actions.
I can't believe this. After everything, you choose to alienate me instead of working things out?
There's nothing to work out when you've made it clear that you don't belong here anymore.
This is so unfair.
Life isn't always fair, Jill. You have to deal with the consequences of your choices.
I just wanted to be part of the family.
And yet, you did everything to push us away. Now it's time for you to face that reality.
Dad, he's decided to get a divorce.
Ah, so it has come to that after all.
My mom had been doing whatever you wanted for a while now, but this time it seems like it's unforgivable.
Your dad was really looking forward to this trip, wasn't he? I wonder if it was okay for us to just go without him.
He says it's better than throwing everything away. He thinks it's for the best, so maybe it was a good decision after all. At least now you don't have to worry about my mom bothering you anymore, right?
Yeah, but are you really okay with this? I mean, she's still your mom after all.
But this time he really went too far. If things continue like this, it could become even more of a burden. I think Dad is right about this. Maybe we can talk again once things settle down a bit. But for now, it's probably best for him to reflect on his actions.
You're right. Mike, thank you for being on my side.
Of course! We've chosen each other, and that makes us family. I'm sorry you had to go through this.
It's okay, I appreciate it. Thank you, Mike. I really need your support during this time.
You can count on me always. We'll figure this out together. Just remember, family can be complicated, but we're here for each other.
I just can't believe it got to this point. I always thought that no matter what happened, we could work through it.
but now it feels like everything is falling apart.
I know it feels that way right now, but sometimes you have to take a step back to see the bigger picture. Your dad may need this time to rethink his priorities. People can change, and maybe this is what he needs to do that.
I hope so. I really want him to find happiness again. It's just hard to see him like this.
I get it. It's tough when family dynamics shift like this, but you're not alone in this. We're a team and we'll support each other through whatever comes next.
Thanks, Mike. I feel so much better just talking about it with you. You really helped me put things into perspective.
I'm glad to hear that. You deserve to feel supported, especially during such a difficult time. Don't hesitate to lean on me whenever you need to.
I won't. It's just comforting to know that I have someone who understands. I feel like I can talk to you about anything without being judged.
That's how it should be. Relationships should be a safe space. You can always share your worries with me. I'm here to listen and help you navigate through this.
Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it. I don't know what I'd do without you right now.
You're stronger than you think. Just take it one step at a time, and don't forget to take care of yourself in the process.
You're right. I need to focus on my own well-being too. I can't let this consume me completely.
Exactly. You have your own life to live, and you deserve happiness too. So let's make a plan for the future. What do you want to do next?
I think I want to focus on finding my own path. Maybe I should look into some hobbies or activities that I've always wanted to try. It might help me clear my mind.
That sounds like a fantastic idea. Exploring new interests can be so rewarding. Plus, it could be a great way to meet new people and create a support system outside of family.
You're right. I hadn't thought about it that way. Maybe this is the opportunity I need to grow and find what truly makes me happy.
Absolutely! Just remember, it's okay to prioritize yourself during this time. You deserve to find joy and fulfillment in your life.
Thanks for always believing in me, Mike. I'm so grateful to have you in my corner.
I'll always be here for you, no matter what happens. Let's take this journey together, and I'm sure we'll come out even stronger on the other side.
After that, we haven't been in contact with Jill. It seems that our parents are getting a divorce, and Dave couldn't bring himself to forgive Jill for everything that happened. It's really unfortunate, but I guess it's a consequence of the choices she's made. From what I've heard, Jill has been trying to reach out to us, probably looking for some support or understanding, but Mike has been ignoring her completely. I can understand why he would want to keep his distance after everything. It's hard to forget the hurtful things that were said and done, especially when family dynamics become so complicated and messy. Now, it looks like Jill is trying to figure things out on her own. She seems to be in a tough spot, and while I do feel a little sorry for her, I can't help but think that this is a moment for her to reflect on her actions and the consequences they've had. Maybe this is the wake-up call she needs to realize how her behavior has affected those around her. I hope that with time, she'll come to understand the impact of her choices and start taking responsibility for her actions. It's important for her to recognize the hurt she has caused, not only to Dave, but to the entire family. Family isn't just about blood. It's about the relationships we cultivate and how we treat one another. I genuinely hope that this experience helps her grow and become a better person in the long run. The silence has been deafening since we cut off contact with her. It feels strange to think about how things used to be, how we were once close. It's hard to believe that it has come to this point. I never imagined that our family would be torn apart like this. It's a painful situation, but I think it's necessary for everyone to take a step back and reevaluate what's important. Life has a funny way of forcing us to confront our issues. In some ways, I think this could lead to healing in the long run, even if it's hard to see it right now. Maybe Jill will find some clarity in her situation, and perhaps this will push her to become a better person, a more thoughtful person. I want to believe that everyone can change for the better, and maybe this experience will serve as a catalyst for that. Meanwhile, Dave seems to be struggling with his feelings of betrayal and anger.
It's understandable. He invested so much in his relationship with Jill, and to have that relationship crumble because of her actions must be incredibly painful. I can only imagine the hurt he feels, and I wish there was something I could do to ease his pain. It's difficult to watch someone you care about go through such turmoil, especially when it's caused by a person you once considered family. As for me and Mike, we're trying to focus on our own lives and support Dave in whatever way we can. We're trying to maintain a sense of normalcy amidst the chaos. It's a delicate balance, but I know it's important for us to be there for him. He deserves support during this challenging time, and we're doing our best to provide that. I hope that one day when things settle down, we can all come together and have an open conversation about what happened. It would be nice to clear the air and perhaps even find a way to rebuild some of the bridges that have been burned. However, I know that it will take time and effort from everyone involved. Rebuilding trust is never easy, especially when it has been broken in such a significant way. But for now, we'll take things one day at a time. I just hope that Jill eventually understands the consequences of her actions and learns from this experience. It's never too late to change and become a better version of yourself. All we can do is hope for the best and support one another as we navigate through these difficult times. In the meantime, I think it's important for us to focus on our own well-being and not get too caught up in the drama. Life goes on, even when things get tough. We need to find ways to stay positive and support each other. I believe that with time, healing can occur for all of us, even for Jill, if she chooses to reflect on her actions and change for the better. So for now, let's keep moving forward and see where life takes us. I have faith that eventually we'll find a way to heal and perhaps even reconnect in some capacity. It might take time, but I believe that it's possible. We just have to be patient and allow the process to unfold as it should.
Did your mom really never make it through high school? I really never thought that in this day and age there would still be people like that among us. This is honestly so awful. Now I'm going to have to think about this all the time when around her, and people might start to make fun of me for it. Why the hell would she do something like that in the first place? I wish my husband would have told me about something as embarrassing as that before marrying me.
Hi, Melanie. What are you going on about right now? We had told you all about why she never made it through high school, but it seems at the time you didn't care to listen to any of us. So that's on you for not understanding the reason for it.
Huh? So you're telling me that had I listened to that lame excuse, I wouldn't be saying anything right now? When I heard this from Drake, I was beyond shocked, let me tell you. I get wanting to hide something as huge as that, but come on! She should already know her place in this world now, and I don't want any part of it.
Hold on. We weren't even trying to hide that from you, though. And besides, you shouldn't be so judgmental of others based on their education anyway. The only thing you should ever be judging is the way one is living their life, and even then you should refrain from doing something like that. So would you leave this be now? My mom hasn't done anything to you besides be kind and generous.
What are you talking about? It's embarrassing that you're starting to go on now about how we shouldn't be judging one another off our education.
I'm not trying to say we shouldn't. I'm saying it's literally unfair to judge someone off of that alone. We shouldn't even be worried about how others live their lives at all, to be honest. Right now, my mom is living a very happy life, so shouldn't that be enough? I don't understand why you keep trying to make fun of her for having a happy life, just because she dropped out of high school.
Well, let me open your eyes a little to the truth. Right now, your mother is having to live off Social Security, right? That means she never had a good enough job to make any savings from, or even a 401k. And from what I've seen, she has so much time on her hands because she's not doing a single thing. She doesn't have the money to. And last time when she came over to my house, she started asking for us to take care of her. She's causing problems for all my family now, and I will not have it.
What? She went over to your house? That's rare of her. My mom usually never goes over to other people's houses unless invited. And she's not the kind of person that would ask for others to care for her if she did go over.
You're her daughter, so of course you're not going to realize the true woman she is. In reality, your mom is so shameless and overbearing towards others, and the fact that she tries to act as though she's all that just pissed me off.
What? But really, my mom is not that kind of person. And if all of that were really true about her, you do realize that you're saying all of this to her daughter right now. Talking about her in such a horrible way right now doesn't make me feel too good.
Then start listening to me so that I don't have to talk about her that poorly anymore. So far, she's been causing so much trouble for your older brother and I.
I'll go have a talk with her about this then.
How can she think she's so above everyone else when she rides around on a scooter half the time to get around town? That really pissed me off, so I went and took it away from her.
What? What are you talking about?
Isn't it pretty dangerous for older people to be riding on things like bikes and scooters in the first place? I'm sure you never noticed how unbalanced she is on that electric scooter like I had. So I've made sure she can't ride on that dangerous scooter anymore. And another thing, an old hag like her isn't even good enough to be riding on such a high-end scooter anyway.
Hold on a sec. That scooter is something that my mom got into recently. She found it really relaxing to ride that over something like a bike or driving a car. And considering she's so close to so many things, there's no reason for her to use a car. She also happens to enjoy riding that scooter around in general, and that's probably why she looks like she's off balance or something at times. She's told you about how much she loves that scooter before, right?
Did she? And? You really think I gave a crap about how she felt when she's not even my mom? I am far younger than her, and I have a lot going on in my life that I need to get to. I think she'd be far more happy letting me take the scooter and riding it for her.
In other words, you just want it for yourself, right? How about you act like a responsible adult and go out and buy yourself one of those scooters if you want one so badly? Why would you even think that taking my mom's scooter is the best choice?
Because it's a pain in my butt to have to go out and buy my own. Hers is so easy for me to take, and it's still at my house right now. Since she's left it here, it's mine now, right?
I have no idea how that makes any sense to you. Haven't you always been the one bragging to me about all the money you have? Why would you find it all right to steal someone else's things when you can just go buy them yourself?
You have no respect for others' feelings, do you? I bet you're jealous and upset over the fact that I'm an elite, right? Considering all you are is some helpless comic book creator. And soon you'll be in your 30s, right? How much longer do you plan to chase after that stupid dream of yours?
Please don't start to make things about me right now. There's no need to be worried about me anyway. I'm doing well enough for myself, and that's all that matters. So let's get back to the topic at hand here. Please?
You just let me make fun of you like that and you're not going to fight back? How boring. Instead, you just went and dodged my slight at you, huh? What's the matter? Are you not even strong enough to defend yourself anymore?
Talking with you like this is really starting to wear me out. The fact that you can't even continue to talk about the topic of debate for more than a few minutes might be because you, yourself, don't have much of an education.
What? Excuse me, but what was that? Are you only now going to try fighting back? You're a bit too late to be throwing any punches now, so I'd stop if I were you. After all, the gap between you and I has been made already, and if you were to actually try swinging at me all the way up here, you'd fall right in.
The gap between you and I. None of what we've been talking about has been aimed at comparing you and I, so how did you get there? Are we jumping to yet another one of your off-topic topics?
You're nothing but a single comic book creator that has gotten nowhere with that. Whereas I'm married to your older brother and am his housewife and have a pet dog, making every day of my life wonderful and relaxing. There. Tell me which one of us is winning right now. It's pretty dang clear to everyone who is.
Ugh. Yep, all right. To your eyes, you are the one on top here. Go ahead and keep on bragging about your life then.
I'm going to be living the celeb life forever now. Drake went and proposed to me the next time he has to travel overseas. He's taking me with him, and it'll be a little treat for me. He may be busy with work every day of his life, but he still finds time to treat me right. Having this wonderful husband granted to me has really made my life like that of a goddess.
I'm not sure how I convinced you of anything else. But as my brother, is he really working that much? I'm not convinced myself that he's putting in all that time.
Your older brother is amazing. He opened his own business and is bringing in loads of money for the two of us. If he wasn't able to do all of that, then I wouldn't be able to live my life this way, right? You can tell just by the house we're living in that he's putting in the hours.
Hold on. There's something really fishy going on with him. Ever since I can remember, Drake has hated things like studying with a passion. And anytime my parents weren't looking, he'd run off and go mess around somewhere. So I'm not too sure he's pulled himself together as much as you're saying he has.
I don't think you can just speculate about how your brother is living right now. Unless this is just how you get when you're that jealous of us. You couldn't know about how your brother is doing anyway, considering you never talk to him at all, right? You both have always been at odds with one another, so it must hurt you to know he's living large now.
Has my brother been trying to make it seem as though the reason we're so distant is because of me? I'm sure he's also been the one making you think I'm not doing well as a comic book creator either, right?
That's right. He's told me all kinds of hilarious and embarrassing things about you. You both may be siblings, but neither of you turned out quite like the other. One is a successful business owner, while the other is barely making enough money to stay afloat each month. Let me just make this clear now, but if you ever are in need of help, don't come begging us for any. You figure your miserable life out on your own, all right? We're not here to be your caretakers.
I never planned on asking either of you for help, so don't worry. Now I'm going to go let my mom know that it's best not to go back over to your guys' house ever again. Goodbye now.
Make sure she understands that, all right?
Sure, I'll make sure she's aware of everything. Mom, did you go over to Drake's house recently? What happened? Did something happen to make you go over there?
Did you hear about this from him? Why are you texting me now, Alina? Oh, that's pretty rare of you.
Actually, I heard about you having been over to their house from Melanie. Why did you go over there?
Listen, Alina, I was wanting to have a word with your brother. I'd been trying to call him, but he wouldn't pick up, so I was wondering how to get a hold of him. That's when I decided it'd be best to just head over to his place and speak to him in person.
I see. I'm not sure why he didn't pick up your calls, but he's always been that way with us, right? Same with Melanie, for that fact. They both seem to think they aren't part of this family, and that's probably why Drake has never bothered to talk to you.
Yeah, that's what it feels like to me. But the thing is, he's my son and that's my daughter-in-law. They can't just keep trying to avoid me forever, you know. But it seems that Drake didn't want to listen to what I had to talk about, even when I did go over there to see him in person.
Wait, what do you mean? What happened when you got there? Did they start to say terrible things to you then?
No, actually, we didn't really say much to one another at all there. I had originally wanted to go there and talk with him, and that's why I sent him a text letting him know that first. But I don't think Drake wants anything to do with me. And that's why he never picked up any calls from me or texted me back. Since he wasn't going to respond to me, I thought I'd at least take the chance, and that's why I went.
We both know those two were bad news.
What we did talk about at his house was very short, like I had said. When I arrived there, he answered the door, so we began to talk a little. That's when his wife came back from walking their dog. When she saw that we both had started to talk, she yelled at me to leave her property at once.
What? She started to yell at you? What was her reasoning for that?
She was upset that I was talking with my son while she wasn't around. She then went off about how I shouldn't be coming to their house, even if I have so much time on my hands.
But they were both aware that you were wanting to come over and talk, so why would she get so upset by you simply coming over to talk?
I wonder that too. I wanted to finish up what I had to say to Drake, but she continued to annoy me, and that got me angry. So I ended up leaving before I could finish up.
That's what sent you home? Mom, you've always been able to handle a lot of stress and crap from others. She had to have said some other things to you that made you angry, right?
Well, about that.
Please don't hide it from me. This has to do with our family, so please let me know what else she said.
Well, what else that woman said to me? It has to do with you. She told me that if my daughter is a failed comic book creator, then that means I'm a failure myself. She started to talk even more crap about you than she did about me.
Wait, she was getting upset about me? Wow, that woman. She really does have the worst personality. Mom, you don't have to be worried about all of that. You know very well that I'm not what Melanie thinks I am, and that's why I've learned to just ignore her.
I understand that, but having to listen to my own daughter-in-law talk trash about my very important daughter is just heartbreaking. Of course that was going to get me upset.
Well, I'm sure as a mom that would make you pissed off.
The thing is, you are doing so well on your own, making money that most could only imagine of bringing in. And the fact that you're doing all of that, and only in your late 20s, is fantastic to me. It's admirable. There is nothing about you someone else should be talking trash about.
I know. Thank you, Mom. Thank you for always having my back like that, Mom. Because you've always been there for me, pushing me along. I've been able to make this life that I have now.
You are outstanding, Alina. But when it comes to that woman, you're not doing anything about her, are you? I get that. But in my case, I can't just sit around letting her say things like that about you. I think part of this is my fault for letting both your brother and her get away with behaving like that for so long now.
I don't think that's true. By the way, Melanie went and stole your electric scooter, right? I love how she talks herself up so much only to have to take things from others to feel good.
Ugh, I knew it. I wasn't sure who had my scooter this whole time, so I didn't want to start aimlessly blaming people. But I knew my gut was right when it said she was the criminal.
Wait, you didn't know it was her?
I didn't. After all, she told me she had no clue where the scooter went. When I asked her about it, she never once said that she herself was the one that had it.
Wait, you went and asked her about it? So she would lie to you about it and then turn around and tell me the truth? I'm not really sure what she was meaning to do there, but by letting me know she did it, she should know I'd go talk to you about it, right? Either that or she doesn't seem to think that she did anything wrong. That'd be even worse. What an awful person.
I'm sure because I was the one asking about it at the time, she didn't want to say the truth. But had she done so, things would have gotten into a pretty heated argument. Maybe she just assumed that you wouldn't be able to do anything about it, and that's why she went and told you the truth?
That might be it, considering she's always calling me weak. She's really just having a ball messing with both you and I.
She sure is. We can't let this go on any longer, though, can we? I always knew there were things wrong with that woman's behavior, but she just keeps getting worse and worse. I'm not going to let this continue.
All right then, let's do something about her. Hey, where did you just run off to? Answer the phone right now. What the hell were you thinking, pouring that hot coffee all over my mom and running?
I have to go home and take care of my dog, as well as a few other things. You all should be happy I stopped by for that little bit of time and showed my face, right? The thing is, though, I would have stayed around a little while longer had it not been for the old hag. What was she thinking, coming up to me like that and questioning me about her scooter? I'm not going to hang out on the 4th of July and listen to her go on about that stupid thing all day. That's why I'm leaving.
She was just asking about it. After all, I had asked her about her scooter and where it was. But at that time I talked with her, she said she didn't know where it went. How come she didn't know about you taking it?
I had already told her once before that I had nothing to do with that scooter. She started to talk to me about it, and I wasn't going to just sit there and listen, so I lied to get her off my back. But bringing that up again to me? How freaking annoying. Wouldn't you get a little upset over having to listen to the same story about that scooter again?
Well, the reason she confronted you again is because you were the one who stole it from her. And you shouldn't find it annoying when someone comes to try and talk to you about how bad you've been behaving.
To be honest, actually, the both of you are freaking annoying. A high school dropout mother and her little failure of a shut-in daughter. That makes for a seriously cringe mother-daughter relationship. I know the both of you would just love to have my husband and I take care of you two forever. But you both are never going to have that future.
Excuse me? What are you talking about?
Considering things are coming to a close between us, let me make this very clear. I do not want anything to do with your uneducated and moneyless mother. I plan to cut ties to her and you now, since you both think you can get close to us for our money. Goodbye.
Do you have any idea what you're saying? The inside of your head must be completely empty besides all that hot air.
Huh? What was that? Is the loser really going to try and take a jab at me now? You're making me laugh for real now.
And that idea that you have there has already made me piss a little laughing. I get that my mom never made it past high school, but that didn't stop her from getting into the realty world and owning a lot of properties. Nothing about her is moneyless, yet you seem to not know about that yet.
What? What are you talking about now? What do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I said. I'm sure to you she seems to have a lot of time on her hands, and that completely makes sense. But in reality, behind the scenes, she's running her own business. She goes out every so often to work with her customers and will travel a lot in order to make more connections with other companies.
Huh? What are you talking about? If you're actually being serious right now, then that would mean she's more busy actually doing something than I thought. But I can tell that she's got nothing going on, so better luck lying to me next time.
You don't have to believe anything I say, but just know that it's not a lie. I'm sure if my mom was a little more open about what she'd been going on with both of you, then you'd be coming over to her place all the time to see her. But she's decided it's better to keep everything she's doing a secret. Well, not a secret, but she hasn't said anything to you both yet.
Are you kidding me?
Also, there's one thing I have to say. My brother's not some business owner like you've been thinking. All he is a gambling addict who loves to go to the casino.
Huh? What does that mean?
He tried his best to make it seem like he was making it in this world by telling my mom he wanted to have his own business. And in order to get her to send him money each month, he lied, saying that he'd been working hard on making that business come true. My mom never told me anything about what was going on, so I had no clue for so long.
What? So you're telling me this whole time we've been living off her money?
That's what I'm saying. But that money won't be coming in anymore, as she's done handing anything to you two.
Huh? You're lying, right? Hold on. If she stops sending us money, then how are we both going to carry on?
Weren't you calling yourself one of those elites or something? How about you use your eliteness to get a job?
No, wait. That's,
Or could it be that you were just lying to yourself this whole time, trying to make yourself feel as though you could actually do something? Well, don't get too far ahead of yourself, considering you only worked for less than a year before quitting and marrying my brother. You have nothing to show for, Melanie. I promise you.
no way.
My mom was planning to take all of the property she owns still and splitting them fairly between her two kids. But after what happened today, since you seem to think it's okay to pour boiling hot coffee on my mother, she's no longer going to deal with you both. Consider this the end of relations between both you and her. After today, she's cutting ties with you. There's nothing going to you both now.
No freaking way. Wait. I get it. I'll apologize to her. Had I known about all of those things, I would have never treated her so badly.
It's because you thought it was all right to treat her like that in the first place. She's cutting ties to you. And the last thing, would you both be able to leave that house you're living in right now for us?
What?
That house both you and Drake have been living in was given to you both by my mom. Well, not really given, rather she was letting you guys borrow it. I'm not sure what all my brother told you before about that house, but my mom is the one who owns the house and has the right to have you both removed from it.
Wait, please, I understand. I'm so sorry for all the things I've done to you both up until now, but please, wait a second. I can't take all of this at once, you know.
We never said you had to take any of it in and understand it. My mom is already getting ready to kick you both out, so just listen to what she says and you'll be just fine. Legally, that is. I'm sure personally your life is going to become very tough and you might not be fine. Well, good luck with that.
Please, go and tell your mom something to get her to stop. I don't want this. I don't want to have to work.
And the very last thing I forgot to mention, if you both come to us begging for help, it's not going to accomplish anything. We're not going to help you guys. Isn't that strange? You were just saying those exact same things to me a little while ago, right? Both you brain-dead losers need to go rot in hell with the shame you've brought upon yourselves. After that, Melanie began to freak out and came running and crying all the way back to the party. But her apologies that she gave me on her hands and knees meant nothing. Both my mom and myself did not listen to her begging and pleading. My mom went ahead and stopped all that financial support she was giving them. Along with that, she put the house they were living in on the market and then cut ties to both of them. Both Melanie and Drake tried so hard to stay in that house for as long as possible, but after multiple warnings from the realtor my mom had placed the house under, they called the police and made sure both the squatters were taken away. After that had happened, we didn't hear much else from the two, besides the police telling my mom and I over the phone that they both tried to say that the house was theirs and that my mom would prove it. But my mom never said the house was theirs and was only really allowing them to stay there out of kindness, which they both took for granted. So she told the police officer the house was not theirs and a part of her business. When this is all ended for my mom and I told her the whole story would make for a really good plot for my next comic and got writing and drawing. A little while later, the story went public, and before I knew it, I was being asked for some larger publishers to go and work with them. Of course, now that I'm on my own, outliving my dreams and making good money, I'll never have to look back at helping my brother and Melanie with anything. And naturally, I don't care about how those two are doing anyways, because I'm already certain life is not great for either of them anymore. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you in the next story.
Hey, I was told that your mom is on the verge of death right now. Are you serious? Will she be okay?
Lynn, thank you for texting me about this. I think this is going to be it for my mom soon. Really, it's up to her strength now to gauge whether she'll make it a few more days or only a few more hours. And as for my family, we're all very shocked that her condition became this bad overnight.
So you weren't kidding. Well, that won't cause any issues for my wedding, will it?
Huh?
I've only met with your mom a handful of times while I've been your sister-in-law. So to me, there really isn't anything about her passing that'll bother me. But my wedding is going to be this weekend, right? So her being close to passing away won't cause the wedding any problems, right?
Lynn, what you're talking about right now isn't my biggest concern, okay? Right now, my mom is really in bad shape and things aren't looking good for her. So you saying that her passing won't bother you and talking about how it shouldn't affect your wedding is a bit...
Sorry. I'm a blunt person and I never lie or hide my true feelings. And I just think it'd be a huge shame if what's going on with your mom somehow affected my wedding in a bad way. Actually, her dying right now is a big bother for me.
It's not necessary for you to say things like that right now. And it's not like my mom is wanting to pass away on a day close to your wedding that might cause some issues, so could you stop talking about her like that?
Well, it doesn't matter to me. Just as long as my wedding is the main focus for my family, as it should be. So make sure her death doesn't get in the way of it. Tell her to hang on a little longer until after the wedding's over, and then she can die.
I want her to keep holding on for as long as possible, too. But telling me things like that are not going to change how her condition goes.
Why not?
Why not?
She's your mom, right? You should be able to handle her. So make sure that she stays alive and keeps her dying away from my wedding.
Do you really think I can find a way to keep her alive any longer than she's willing to fight for? There's just no way, Lynn.
I know that. It was just a joke.
Well, that didn't seem like a joke to me, and it's crazy to think that you'd be joking about things like that right now. I'm not having a great time talking to you anymore, Lynn.
Well, just remember to keep things to yourselves for right now so that it doesn't ruin my special day. It's a real pain to have to think about that, so do your best.
How am I supposed to do my best when my mom is dying? And asking for it to not cause any trouble or ruin your wedding? Can't you at least consider my feelings a bit more and say things like that in a nicer way?
Huh? In a nicer way? I'm sorry for your loss.
She hasn't died yet, though. You can stop trying to text me now, okay? I am not able to handle any more of your rude and thoughtless texts now. I'm just not in the mood to put up with you, as I have so many more important things to worry about.
What? What are you going on about now? You're calling me rude now? Calling me rude like that makes you the rude one, for real.
If I have anything else I need to say to you, I'll contact you. Thank you for this short and unfortunate conversation we had. And goodbye. I believe you've already heard the news from Garrett, but today's the day of my mom's funeral, so I won't be making it to your wedding. I'm sorry that I won't be there to see you, but I hope you have a wonderful wedding today.
Huh? You're kidding me, right?
Huh?
What do you think you're doing canceling on my wedding when it's only a couple hours away? This is unthinkable of you.
Huh? What do you mean? You were told all of this by your brother yesterday, weren't you? I even sent you a message the moment she passed to tell you about it.
Well, I never noticed anything from you guys. And why would I have cared then when it had nothing to do with my wedding?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's on you, Lynn. We were kind enough to send you a message warning you, and you never bothered to read them.
Do you think you can just use that poor excuse to get out of coming to my wedding now? There's no freaking way you'd cancel on coming to your younger sister-in-law's wedding like that, right? Are you trying to screw with me now?
I'm not trying to screw with you in any way, okay? I'm sorry that this all happened so close to your wedding, but we told you about this yesterday, so you should have already known to expect this. Just know that I'm not going to make it today, but have a great time on your special day.
Your mom? She's a serious piece of garbage.
What?
That must mean that my brother's not coming now either, right? This is absolutely crazy, but I remember coming to your wedding when you both had one and bringing all sorts of gifts for you two.
I remember you gave us $30 as a wedding gift, right?
This isn't about the amount of money that I gave you.
But you said that like you gave a lot.
Well, I'm not going to forgive you now. You guys canceling on coming to my wedding is a huge problem for me. Who gives a crap that another grandma has died off? Seriously. Canceling on the day of your family's wedding is screwed up. Big time.
You're going to talk to me like that when my mom only just died?
Who cares about your mom? I'm pissed off now because of you. If you feel that you really want to skip my special day, then pay me $10,000 for both your guys' seats.
What? $10,000?
That's what it cost to cancel last minute. If you don't want to pay me that, then get your butt over here.
I am my mom's only daughter, so I will not leave her without a funeral. I need time to say my final goodbyes to her and thank her for all she's done.
Then I'm going to need that $10,000, okay?
Do you think I actually need to pay you that much? Calm down a little bit, Lynn. I myself am getting to the edge of my limits.
Well, I'm just telling you how much it costs to cancel last minute. It's pretty obvious that you're supposed to care more about my wedding than some elderly woman's funeral, right? But if you really want to flake on me, then I want the $10,000 as a cancellation fee. Ha!
Can I pay it directly to your account?
If you do, then I'll forgive you.
All right, then.
Huh? Are you sure? Well, then I'm totally fine with you not coming to my wedding. $10,000 is a huge win. I never thought that I'd actually get you to pay me that much money.
But in return for that, I'm going to be canceling your whole wedding, okay?
Huh?
I may be giving you $10,000, but the cost of your wedding being canceled will be even higher than that. But you'll be able to pay for that, right?
What are you talking about? What does all that mean?
It looks to me like you've forgotten, but the person that planned out and reserved your wedding was me. And I can cancel all that wedding in one simple phone call right now. And the price of that whole wedding is $80,000. So you'll have to pay a large amount of that if the wedding's canceled, right?
Huh? $80,000? What are you going on about? I could never pay that kind of money.
Right? And that's why I assume you'd pay for it with whatever money you'd gotten from the family and your partner. But if you want me to pay you $10,000 right now, that'll come out of the money I planned to give you, and I'll be forced to cancel your wedding. You asked to pick a fight with me, and that right there is my defense.
Huh? Do you actually believe that you can do that?
Well, I was the one that planned and reserved the wedding for you. But if you're going to treat my mom and I the way you have been, then I have no other choice but to take that away, which I was kind enough to help get you. I don't even care if that ends up ruining things with you and your partner. I have a funeral to get to for my very important mom today.
Why do you keep on going on like that? You can't do any of that to me. You will never find a way to cancel my wedding without having my permission first. This is my big moment today. It's your fault for canceling last minute. So, why should my wedding be canceled because of your problems? What did I do to deserve any of that?
You never looked at any of the messages your brother and I sent you and then became pissed off with me when I told you I can't come today because of my mom's funeral. And then you proceeded to make fun of my mother and I, followed by you asking me to pay you a massive fee for not coming. I think I have the right to be extremely upset with you right now, Lynn. I'm the one that just lost the most important woman in my life.
I didn't think you'd get that upset with me, though. But you can't just cancel this wedding on me like that when it's my biggest day.
I can, though.
What?
The whole reason I was so kind in reserving the wedding and preparing it for you is because it's part of my job. And as the one that plans out weddings, I can also cancel them at any time.
Huh? Don't do that crap. Seriously, Sarah. You know that that's a bad decision right there. This is my wedding. Your sister-in-law's wedding.
But you pushed me to my limits and actually over them. I told you that my mom had passed away yesterday and that today's her funeral, but you haven't said one thing showing your sympathies for me. Instead, you've just been harassing me because of it, which is wild because you had met with my mom a few times now, but I guess that wasn't enough for you to feel any sort of remorse after her passing.
Sorry about that, but I didn't mean to be rude to you or anything. I didn't think things would have to come to this with you. Must be tough for you, Sarah. Sorry again for the loss of your mom.
I just remembered now that you already told me that when my mom hadn't even died yet and was still in critical condition.
I did?
And now that I've remembered that, I'm only getting more pissed. You have no right saying that to me a second time now. I am done with you. And all that you've said to me these past few days has all been told to your brother. And he was pissed back then, but now he's furious as well.
Huh? You told my brother? Why would you tell him all that useless stuff? This is something between you and I, so there's no need bringing it up with him.
He's saying that he never wants to be around you again.
Huh? Why the hell is he saying that? My brother would never say something like that about his little sister.
It's the truth. But hey, I've always kind of hated being around you, so this is all perfect. I think that after showing just how rotten to the core you are, we can't be bothered with being your family. And I'm sure that when everyone else hears about this, there will be no problem with me canceling your wedding. Even my husband is saying it's okay for me to do that, all right?
There's no way. Are you seriously telling me that my own brother said things like that? There is no literal way. You're lying. You're just trying to get me to panic now that you have to pay me $10,000. Stop all that childish crap. It's a pain in my butt.
Pain in your butt? Well, if that's what you think. If you think this is all a lie, then why not ask your brother now what he's thinking? Your brother was cared for by my mom very well, and he was like another son to her. He was so close to her that I'm sure his frustrations with you are justified. I mean, when I first showed him what you said a few days ago about my mom, he spit out his drink.
He was that surprised. What did I do to cause that?
You didn't bother to read the atmosphere, instead saying things that only revolved around you and your stupid wedding. And neither of us are willing to be around people as selfish as you anymore. We've gone and told your parents about this as well now.
What? Why are you telling everyone? Are you trying to make rumors spread about me? I just said one or two rude things is all to you. Canceling my wedding because you couldn't take what I said is outrageous. And this isn't just my wedding, but my husband's as well.
Well, if you are so upset over this, then maybe you should have been more careful when speaking with the person that put the whole wedding together for you. I did all of that work, not just as my job, but also because I thought of you as my little sister. You had been wanting to have your wedding for years now at the place I reserved for you. And I had to put in a lot of good words about you to get you a spot for today.
I'm sorry. I guess I was being a bit too rude. So please, Sarah, forgive me for that.
Well, it's too late now to ask me not to cancel it, because even if I don't, it looks like others will do it for me.
Huh? What do you mean this time?
Your parents are fuming right now. My mom only just passed away yesterday, but you made it very clear about how much you don't care about her or I, right? And not just that, but asked me to pay you if I chose to be at my mom's funeral instead of at your wedding. We are all very much done with you, Lynn, and I mean all of us.
But if you were to never have canceled on me, then everyone would be okay with me, right? So that means exactly what I think it means. This is all your fault.
No point in trying to blame me now for this. Everyone has seen how you've acted, and so regardless of me coming to your wedding or not, it was either going to be canceled or sometime down the road your husband would be divorcing you.
Huh?
Well, either way, I'm not going to be around to watch you go down. I'm no longer going to think of you as my family, and I don't have the emotional capacity to worry about a random stranger. And your brother is also cutting ties with you now, so you won't mind me saying bye now, right? Goodbye forever, you piece of garbage. I think you're going to have to pay off all the cancellation fees, okay? In the end, just as I had mentioned to Lynn, all her family sided with me, and I was able to cancel her wedding before she could even show off her dress. And as for her husband, he had seen enough of her. Lynn was then left having to pay the full cancellation fee for the wedding, but was under the impression that she could get me to pay some of it. But of course that wasn't going to fly with me, and so I told her to screw off and deal with it all herself. She continued to try and get my husband and I to help her by calling over and over again. But we were both in the middle of my mom's funeral, so we both chose to block her number. Lynn really did end up being hated by everyone, including her own husband. And not only a week after they had handed in their marriage papers, her husband was filling out papers for divorce. She may still try to blame me and everyone else for this happening to her, but she's the only one having to go through a divorce and pay close to $80,000.